Hello guys, let's discuss about some comments that I received. And first of all, I just want to tell you that before you comment anything, observe what you're commenting, okay? So observe what you're stating, because some of you are using words that seem so how to call it, so dangerous. You use words that feel so set in stone, that your manifestation is never going to happen. And now, every time you comment something, you are unaware of the fact that you are reinforcing a scenario that you don't like. So I'm not saying this so that you don't comment, I'm just saying be aware, because many of you ask, I have decided, and for 21 days it hasn't manifest. First of all, why were you counting the days? When I manifested my SP, when she came in, I don't even remember the exact date or the exact hour that I've decided she was mine. So I never even took in consideration. I've decided she was mine. I didn't pay attention to all the micromanaging, overthinking little details. So what are you doing searching, counting the days? Every time you're counting the day, and every time you're hoping and you're waking up that maybe today your decision is going to be obeyed, well, guess what you're doing? Maybe today you hope, you wait that maybe your decision is going to be taken in consideration from the 3D, and it might or it might not obey it. Because when you wake up and you're waiting for your manifestation, you are hoping for your manifestation. Guess what? You're stating that, you know what, I don't have it, I don't trust my power, I don't trust my decision, so I wait for the 3D to decide for me whether I'm gonna have it or not. I'm waiting for today to tell me whether I'm gonna have my manifestation or not. So stop waiting. Second question. Someone, I'm not gonna go into details, although maybe you've read the comment. Someone's SP is getting a tattoo of someone else, and she said, I feel my manifestation is so impossible. I feel it's hard. Well, because this circumstance is set in stone. Well, no circumstance is set in stone. If you use the 3D to blame yourself, to be cruel upon yourself, just don't do it. Just don't do it. So if you have the excuse of self-sabotaging and of proving that you are unworthy by taking a circumstance out of the 3D and then drawing the conclusion that this circumstance right here tells me it's impossible. So you're using so big words like it's impossible, it's a disease that it's incurable, like big words, heavy words, and you say it's impossible. I've tried for 5 years. Well, what have you tried? Have you tried being the employee? Because for the circumstance to be what it is, you haven't actually been in the I'm the boss, I'm the operant power of my reality, I command what goes around here. Okay? Because if you were, you wouldn't get this kind of circumstance. And even if you got, and this is not a blame, I blame you kind of game, or you should blame yourself, it's just an observation. So when you view that a circumstance like this manifests, first of all, you have to set the following solid foundation of I'm the only thinker here. So you're talking about the 3D as if it has its own free will. Many of you guys forget they don't have free will. So if they decide to go and get a tattoo, it's because you within yourself had assumptions about yourself first, and then about them, because the assumptions about them stem from the assumptions you have about yourself. So you either had a very, very, very bad idea about yourself, or you don't know you're in charge. You don't know that you can get your desire. Okay, so you don't care about the circumstance. Nothing is set in stone. And guys, to be honest, like now, honestly, I do teach law of assumption, but if you all look in your 3D, you gave yourself examples of people changing their mind in an instant, everything going from 0 to 180 in a second. So why don't you entertain this idea? Because you gave yourselves so many examples in the 3D. To be honest, take your own life as an example. Your SP was so hot coming in and taking care of you, worshiping you, adoring you, and next second you had a bad thought, a bad assumption, a bad idea about yourself. They changed. It didn't matter. Okay, so you don't care about your circumstance, and before you even start manifesting anything, whether it's SP, money, health, whatever you want, set the solid foundation of being the operant power. Because when many of you learn that you're God and that you have the power to create your reality, you jump right into trying to achieve something from the outside, when the only thing you had to do is relax and be safe in the knowing that I'm in charge. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing can go bad for me. Okay, now another question, and this is kind of important. Why, and this subscriber said, why can I manifest the easy stuff? Like the easy stuff, the small desires, they're so easy. Just give me a second, guys. Awful ringtone I have. Anyway, who gives a fuck? So, talking about they can manifest the small stuff, and they view the manifestation of a specific person. And this not only applies for the manifestation of a specific person, but also for the manifestation of money, health. And you think it's a big deal. Well, what I observed from talking to my clients and from analyzing my own life also, is that we do tend to have more resistance, or we do tend to self-sabotage more to the things that are very important to us and are very dear to our heart. Because you, no longer me, but you tend to give inflated importance to that thing. You think that thing is the source of your happiness, when actually that thing, the SP, the money, the health, are just an experience. Now, stop thinking it's a big deal, because the same way you manifest a free cup of coffee, the same way you manifest your breath, is the same way you manifest your specific person, your millions, your health, and whatever you want. So it's the same process. It takes the same amount of energy. So because you're the operant power, the creator of your reality, I'm gonna stop using the word God, because anyways, so because you are the creator of your reality, your energy is infinite. You have infinite power. So it's not like, I only have energy for the small stuff, but when it comes to the stuff that are important to me, I don't seem to get it. Don't do that. Don't put your manifestation on a pedestal. Don't put anything on a pedestal. You created even the desire. You created the desire to have the experience that was already created from you, for you, through you. So you only have the desire because you created the experience for you to have. So if you desire your specific person, well, you desire it because your specific person is yours to have. You put it there. You put it there for you. If you desire the money, you put the money there for you. The health. Also, now going to the health situation. Someone said, and I don't think it's from a comment, I think it's from a Telegram group or something like that. And they said the health is incurable. Like, it's so bad. It's so impossible. Stop using words that will set you for failure. When you open your mouth, when you say a word in your head, think twice before you accept that scenario as real, before you accept the word is real as disastrous, because you set yourself for failure. Okay? Mental diet. Be aware of your thinking. This is all for today. Bye-bye.